Hey, my name's Adriano Kalin. I'm a social justice photographer based out of Chicago. I think it's really important to know who is documenting these photos of marginalized communities, protests, etc., because otherwise you don't really know exactly where your photos are coming from that you're seeing on the ground. So, my name's Adriano. I'm a photographer. My style is pretty much mostly like documentary style. So I try to do more candid photographs. I'm trying to be kind of out of the way. There are times where I will do so as like portrait, where obviously I need to talk to someone to get the photograph. But I'm professionally trained. I went to the School of the Art Institute of Chicago for photography, and it really expanded my love for photography, specifically prior to going to school. I very much took photos that I really liked and what I thought looked good, what I thought was special, but I wasn't really saying anything with those photographs. After one of my professors, Matt Sieber, he really inspired me. He told me that the historical context of the image is sometimes more important than the composition itself. And that really made me think that maybe the story or what I was trying to say wasn't saying as much as I thought it was. So these books back here are a lot of the books that I read regarding gentrification, segregation, immigration, racial injustice within the United States as well as Brazil. Because I feel like if you're going to be documenting this type of stuff, you need to understand the historical and academic standpoints that other people have brought up so you can be in conversations with them. So you also notice that with a lot of my photography, it's black and white. That yes, that's intentional. I do like color photography, but I always felt that black and white photography really lets you get immersed in the image. I have to really work on my composition to tell the viewer where to look. Where if I was using color, I can use certain accents, I can make certain colors more muted or more vibrant, etc. When you're working with black and white photography, I really have to engage with the audience and really tell them, hey, this is what I'm inspiring you to look at. And I think that's important. And with everything that is going on, especially in the United States, I'm an immigrant. I'm a naturalized US citizen. I've been one since 1991. I never thought we'd be living in the times that we are right now, which it's really changed my work. And it's been traumatizing, to say the least. And photography has been a way for me to let the community speak. A lot of my photographs are a self portrait of myself. So I ended up making photographs and then doing something called a photo essay where I would attribute, 5 to 10 photographs with a written passage on Substack, which is called The People's Aperture, which is a Substack that I run. And I think it's really important for especially minority communities to be telling these stories. So a little small interesting fact is that majority of people who are in photojournalism are white, specifically white male. And that is extremely problematic when you have these stories that are happening to immigrants, that are happening to people like me who are worried about getting kidnapped, abducted, transferred, and deported to a country we're not even from. So when you have photojournalism pretty much told by the white man to a white audience, it becomes this very big vicious cycle of white supremacy. So it's important for minorities like me, women, as well, LGBTQ especially, to be able to share their stories from a first-hand experience. And I'm well aware of the crosshairs that I'm in, even speaking out against this because of this administration, but it's so important. And I think we can even look to roughly 100 years ago with the 1921 Tulsa Massacre. One of the first things that the police did was raid the photo labs. If you delete the record of the history, you can say, hey, it never happened, that's not what happened. You can manifest your own reality of what happened if there's no photographs or images or video. So that's one of the reasons why photography is so important, and I really hope my photographs specifically speak to you. And I understand that they can be heavy, but I'm also trying to look out for the community that is being affected. I also want my photographs to be hope. I think it's important that marginalized communities can speak for themselves. be able to show themselves. And when you only hear about statistics and the things that you're hearing from Stephen Miller of, this is what these communities are about, gangs, violence, drugs, sex, that's not the truth. There's kids, there's families, there's love, there's community, and that's what I try to represent in my photographs. And yeah, sometimes some of the photographs I have to share may be really triggering, if you will, but I think it's important, and I really hope my photographs speak to you. This is my first YouTube video, and I'm going to be kind of sharing, more stories about this. And for my tech friends who are also photographers, most of my photographs are on a prime lens. And I shoot with the Fujifilm X-H2, which I'm videographing with right now. And then my pride and joy in my photo bag is the Fujifilm GFX 100S2. So I shoot APS-C and I shoot medium format because I think they're appropriate in different times. But I really hope that you can follow my Substack. I hope that you can follow my work. I do make prints, and I think that especially in a time we are in right now, it's very, very important to speak up, to speak out, to be loud, because we cannot make concentration camps, the violence on minorities acceptable and just normalized. So, thank you.